What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dennis, aka the Go to the FX, with a new video. Today in this video, guys, we're just gonna go over how I made 3.4% on a 5K trading account. Okay, so yeah, like if you trade supply and demand, you understand what I'm trying to say right here. But supply and demand, like I say as usual, hits mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like that's what just happens for me a lot because mostly Tuesdays and Thursdays be like crazy wins for me. So yeah, today I got 3.4% on the 5K account, and let's just go over how I cut these trades. So I caught one trade on UK 100 today, this setup right here, and the other was go down to GBP JPY right here. So yeah, I traded GJ and then I took UK at the last, but let me just go over UK first. So UK, yep, as you all know, I trade supply and demand. This is based on Chicago time, so it's either ways, I don't know. I got home like around somewhere around this time when this was happening, and yeah, I was just waiting out. Obviously, I missed this trading supply and demand. You know, definitely I did miss this. I was not looking at the chart that time. So yeah, when markets opened, it was like, holy sh! Was that a fly? Okay, yeah. So I got home and then I was looking at this right here, playing out, and then first of all, I did not want to trade UK 100 because I don't know. Something just told me not to trade UK 100 today. So yeah. Either ways, let's just get to the point. So yeah, I saw this in the market, right? I saw this happening, and today this 200 EMA was heading south. So you know, I didn't really want to take buy. If it Even if you check like the higher time frame, we are bearish. But either ways, I don't fuck with the higher time frames. I basically mostly trade on the 5 minutes time frame unless you know there's something crazy going in the market. So yeah, overall UK 100 was bearish. So I didn't really want to take a buy on this setup right here. But when I got into the market, first of all, we are in a bearish market, right? We were on a bearish market. And then all of a sudden, this happened right here. It broke out and the markets came down, failing to create a new lower low. So this is what happens. When the market breaks out of a structure, comes back down and fails to create a lower low, you know what that means. Basically, market's trend has changed. So yeah, over here you can see how it switched from bearish market to bullish market. So it started creating higher lows over here, higher high, higher lows. So you can see right here, higher high, higher low, failed to create a new lower low. It went up again, broke this high structure, which gave me confidence that okay, I could start looking for buys. But for some reason, I missed all of this. Usually this could have been my original entry, but for some reason I didn't know what I was doing. I think I was looking at other pairs, but yeah, I didn't get this trade. So either ways, we got the breakout structure, and then this went passed on, and then so as from here, I had in my mind saying, okay, now we are bullish, so I'm only gonna be looking for buys, regardless of where the market direction is heading, because either way the market could be bearish, but you could still catch some buys in there. Like just because the market is going down doesn't mean you have to be always looking for sales. I mean, yeah, if you do trade in the market direction, yeah, you will get like those perfect wins. But I personally, I just basically trade off the 5 minutes time frame. But yeah, it really depends on how you trade. Everyone trades differently. This is what just works for me all the time. But so yeah, but if the market direction is in your favor and you're trading towards that direction, you probably have a high win rate on that one. But so either ways, we got a breakout here. It came down. I should have entered right here, but I missed this. So later on, this happened, right? So when this happened, okay, first of all, let's just hit the replay mode for you. First of all, right? First of all, this is how it was looking like. And I was like, something's not feeling right. And as you know, we have this gap here that has not been pulled up. This has not been touched right here. As you can see, this one failed to touch it. So I only enter trades when like they have been exactly filled. So this gap not getting filled gave me confidence that okay, if we do come here or fill this gap, on opportunity to hop in the buy for this trade. So this the next one. This happened, right? This happened. And I'm like, holy shit. Okay, now if we get a breakout, I'm gonna hop on this for a buy. Because first of all, this one did not tap into this one. This one came down, tapped into the gap, filled in completely, and then gave us a rejection. First rejection, second rejection, giving me confidence. And overall, I can see that we have been consistently going up. So I will be looking for bias regardless of the market's direction overall. So yeah. And then this happened. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, but either ways, it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. So it was pushing up a little by little, and then when this happened, when it got right here, it broke above this little candle. When it broke above this shit right here, I went straight for a buy. Okay, I went straight for a buy. I'll put the profits somewhere around, I don't know, somewhere around here. But yeah, so I hopped in for a buy, and then the craziest shit about this is when I hop in for a buy, I always aim for 1-to-1s. Like, sometimes I leave a runner, but this trade I was not planning on leaving a runner because this was really a high risk trade. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, first of all, everything is bearish. Like, why would I want to like look for buys? Like, it doesn't make sense. So either way, I still did it because I had confidence in, you have to trade off of what you see, not what you really expect. So yeah. Either ways, I hopped in for a buy, and I'll say I got a little bit of a 1-to-1. I'll say original could have been here, but I got out pretty much at the end. So yeah, immediately I got out. Guess what happened? Bam, this shit happened. I was like, oh shit, and then bam, you see that? But at the end, it still ended up going up, but I keep my stop loss really tight, always like below this candlestick. Like, usually sometimes I'd be doing like keeping it below, but nah, this is too big for me, so I just like keep them. Sometimes I keep them below a candlestick low, or usually I could have keep it here, but I just wanted to give it a little bit more room, so I placed it below this one here. So yeah, immediately I took out from this trade, went straight to my stop loss, and I was like, dang, that was crazy. But either ways, who knows? If you had a bigger stop loss, you could have still win this trade. So yeah, that's what just happened to me today. So I still won on this trade. Either ways, a win is a win. Who gives a fuck? You won, you got your money, you're out. So yep, I got this trade. Beautiful win. And so yeah, this getting filled in gave me the confidence to hop on this trade, because if the market like didn't tap into this zone and then like played around over here, I would have never hopped in this trade, because as I said, overall the market is going downwards. I wouldn't hop on a buy, but this shit got filled in. This gap in between here, I'll say here and here, never got tapped in. Market always replaces itself as a mirror. So, and yeah, this didn't fill it completely. Filled like halfway. Yep, halfway, about halfway. And then this one, he did the job. He filled it in, shoom, straight up to my take profit. So that's a crazy win. And now let's go to GJ. GJ's trade, guys. GJ's trade was crazy today. Like, first of all, I had so much confidence on this trade. Like, I've never hopped on a trade and had this much confidence that it was going to go up. I mean, this is not something like everyone should be doing, like having that much confidence and taking high risks on their accounts. But today, like, the way GJ was moving was crazy, because I was watching this for like a really long time. I actually took this trade before I took the UK 100. So yeah, I was looking at this. Probably this is why I missed the UK first setup. But anyways, I was looking on this, and then dang, like this guy was like, first of all, if you hop on the 1 hour time frame, GJ was bullish. Like, as you can see, we are above the 200 EMA, and overall the market direction is bullish. So I was only looking for buys. And then this happened. It was going down, right? Even though like the 200 EMA is bearish on the 5 minutes time frame, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the higher time frame the better. So yeah, we were heading downwards for a bit, and then boom, we had a breakout, right? We had a breakout. We broke the previous high, and it came down, failing to create a lower low, like I said. if the market breaks out of a structure, breaks out of a previous lower high, and then comes down and it fails to create a lower low, then that's giving me confidence that I should be looking for buyers. So yeah, it did that. It broke out, came down, failed to create a lower low. If the market's like, let's say the market came all the way down here and closed right next to this little fella right here, or closed below this guy, then obviously could have continued downwards or some shit like this. But either ways, that's not what happened. So yeah, it failed to create a lower low, and then I'll say, okay, since first of all it gave me a rejection in this zone, this particular zone from here, from this previous bearish candle will be my zone where like I start to create my zone. Okay, so from this previous lower candle, this is how I always draw my zones. From this previous lower candle, bearish lower candle, draw it across, and then I waited. So this thing was coming down, it failed to create a lower low. I was like, okay, now if we get a breakout, I'll hop on this trade. But if you notice, on this trade I actually entered a little bit early before it broke the previous high candle. I should have entered like somewhere around right here, but you can see I got a little bit in early because I had so much confidence that okay, first of all, on the 1 hour time frame, we are like on a demand setup on GJ. So I was like, this is gonna be like really crazy ass setup, because as you can see, always like before, from the previous lower candle, as you see, we got a big rejection from this zone. I was like, okay, if I see this on the 1 hour time frame, then any demand setup I take on the 5 minutes should be a banger. So exactly that's what happened. A demand setup came out on the 5 minute time frame, and it was actually perfect because we got a breakout, failed to create a lower low, and now guess what? We started creating bullish momentum. It was pushing strong. Like, I don't know if they let us see how it worked. So yeah, this is what happened. Yep, it went up and came down for a bit, and then I actually entered as soon as the candlestick got right here, because I believe that okay, if you did this, you rejected in the zone. Although he did close a little bit in the zone. This little guy, man, this idiot, closed a little bit in the zone. I still had confidence because of that 1 hour time frame. So yeah, immediately came here, I clicked buy, I bought, and then held onto the trade, and then the rest was history. Like bam, like what, 10 minutes. So yeah, I made this much amount of money within 10 minutes. That was crazy, really crazy. But either ways, yeah, that's what gave me confidence to hop on this trade. The 1 hour time frame being on the demand 1 hour time frame, and a breakout on the 5 minutes, and a demand setup on the 5 minutes, and you know, breakout of candlestick, which I didn't really take. But yeah, either ways, this was the demand setup I took on GJ, and it was pretty awesome. And if I did held this trade, obviously I could have get more, but you know, I'm a 1-to-1 guy. This trade was also a little bit over 1-to-1, but either ways, I'm still cool with that. You gotta think about the spreads. So don't just like go for 1-to-1s, because you pay commission fees, spreads will kill you. So if you get 1-to-1s, obviously you're not getting really 1-to-1. So yeah, I always get a little bit of 1-to-1. So yeah, this was what happened. The rest was history. It ended up going higher, even higher than expected, because it was a 1 hour demand setup. So obviously it's gonna go higher than the 5 minutes. So yeah, that was the GJ trade I got today, and yeah, it's pretty crazy, like really crazy. So yeah, everyone trades supply and demand differently. I don't know how y'all trade your supply and demand, but this is how I trade my supply and demand. Yeah, I would say this trade was a 10 out of 10, because this was just perfect. This was like one of the cleanest supply and demand setup I've ever seen in a really long time. Sometimes there are good ones, sometimes there are bad ones, but this one was like perfect. Probably only because it was like 1 hour demand setup or something like that. But yeah, this one was perfect. Got a good win on this one. And this UK setup, I'll say it was a little bit risky because of the overall market direction, but either way, a win is a win. So yeah, and it gave me the confidence that gave me to take this trade was filling in the gap down here. So immediately tapped into that gap, straight shoot up. So yeah, I hopped in, got my 1-2-1. So yeah, that's just it, I guess. UK and GJ did the job today, made me over 3.4% on the account. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that. And if you're a supply and demand trader, like I said before, you know that Tuesdays and Thursdays be hitting crazy. I don't trade on Wednesdays, so this was a good trade to end my fucking 2 days trading. Make sure you do follow me on Instagram because I do post all my winners and losses there. So yep, make sure you do follow me there, and hopefully you can learn something. Alright, before I end this video, guys, please make sure you join the Discord in the description below. We do have a few people in the Discord community already, and you know, once probably hit about 50 people, I'll officially start posting more and more of my trades and thoughts to the Discord, and yeah, a place where we can all learn from each other. Make sure to join the Discord down in the description below. Either ways, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.